Well, yeah, we'll be listening. Don't you worry about that. All you'll have to do is play the spot. I'm on 9869 now, okay? All right.
Welcome to Alumni Field and a Division III matchup between the Roanoke College Maroons and the Washington and Lee Generals. Early action, 13:40 left in the first quarter. The Roanoke College...
You're not on. Give him back to music. Hey, what? What do you mean here we go? Who's this? Tony, what happened? I was on 9869. Yeah? No, hold on. We can't just go from music into that. Can we? Okay, now listen. From here on out, I won't be able to hear you over the telephone. Okay, I'm just going by the format. So what we're gonna do? I want you to difficulties and go back into the game intro, okay? And then after the game intro, you'll come on for the 7 minutes and we'll follow the format throughout. All right? So after I say bye, give me 30 seconds and then you put on the game, say you're sorry for the technical difficulties and go into the game intro. The Roanoke College Maroons on top. Tracy, assisted by Brad Hennigan, got the Maroons on the scoreboard, and we're off and rolling for the Division III clash between the upstart Generals just up the road in Lexington, Virginia, and the Maroons here in Salem. Stephen, what do you expect today from the Maroons and the Generals?
I tell you, this is a clash of the Titans. These two teams are bitter rivalries. I've never seen a rivalry so young be so bitter so quickly. You're going to see some hitting out there today, some talking, and it's going to be a battle till the end.
It's about 49 degrees on the campus of Roanoke College. Mark DiBenedetto behind the general goal, trying to get things started. He passes off to Colin McGarren, working on number 21 for Washington and Lee Titans. Ball's loose, there's a scuffle, it's out of bounds to Washington and Lee. Again, the Maroons on top early, 1-0. 9:20 left in the first quarter. We've had a penalty early on. In the man-up situation, Don Tracy stuck up a nice pass from Brad Hennigan by the Washington and Lee goalie, Coleman Devlin. Coleman's a junior out of Towson, Maryland. What do you know about this general goalie, Coleman Devlin, Steve?
Well, I'll tell you, Bob, he's had a good start in this game. He made 2 big saves at the beginning, so mentally he is ready to go. He's young, he's a good goalie. That goal is not going to affect him too much.
John McKenzie.
Shot, I don't think he
goal is unassisted.
Wake at that time. He just caught him off guard, and hopefully he'll get his blood going now.
There was a yellow flag in the air. The penalty was called. Fleming may have been. Nonetheless, the score's tied 1-1. It's early on in this matchup between the 7th-ranked Generals and the 11th-ranked Roanoke College Maroons. However, that's a little bit of a misnomer since Franklin and Marshall went off continuous earlier last week.
Absolutely, Bob. That was a big upset of sorts in Division III lacrosse. Generals losing to F&M. F&M low down in the ranking, only 14. So that was a big win for them. Roanoke is coming off the biggest win of their year in the last 5 years, beating Salisbury State up in Baltimore. That is a big win. Salisbury was the national championship game last year, and they were ranked 5th this year. So Roanoke upstart, and they're ready to go.
Aaron Sims wins the faceoff for Roanoke. Loose ball, Washington and Lee picks it up. Ball in the hands of number 9, David passes off to Colin Higgins in front of the Roanoke goal. They're playing a little pass and catch counterclockwise as Craig Fleming looks on, waiting for the rifle-like shot. Number 14, Jeff Roberts from Washington, looks for the shot. Ball's loose behind the Roanoke goal. Still loose, it's in the crease, picked up by Dan Morrison. Morrison passes off to Craig Fleming. His outlet pass is complete to Jerry Caldwell. Caldwell breaks into the Washington Elite box, gets the ball stripped. Number 13, Robert Huck from Weymouth, Massachusetts, brings it out of the zone for Washington Elite. It's a successful Weemy Gulhogwe, a Washington Elite junior from Montclair, has the ball behind the net, passes out front to Colin Higgins. Higgins working on Dan Morrison. Morrison pushes him down. Higgins still spinning shot, saved by Fleming. Fleming looking for the outlet. He gets it out to Andy Odenwald from the Severn School. Andy is motoring it up. Long pass up front to number 20. That's Mark DiBenedetto. DiBenedetto can't find the handle on it. Ball's loose as the players scramble. There's a whistle on the play. A little rusty early on, Stephen. What do you think about the play so far?
I think the temperature has something to do with it. It is real cold out here. Both teams are a little cold. We're just trying to get those pre-game jitters out right now. Right now, we just had a push, and it will be Roanoke ball. The ball was loose. There's no penalty there. It's just possession goes over to Roanoke.
Andy Odenwald passes out to face-off specialist from the University of Maryland via transfer to Roanoke. Aaron Sims, a classic Division I player. He's got a build that looks like a little bit like Charles Barkley. Odenwald passes over to Frank Mineo. Mineo, Odenwald, and Sims make up the midfield unit for Roanoke. Another whistle on the play as we've got pushing and shoving. This time it's Washington and Lee ball, and they'll try and clear the ball out of their own zone. The Washington and Lee Generals in their blue uniforms, trimmed in white, moving from our right to the left. Roanoke wearing their home jerseys, the white top and the maroon bottoms with a little bit of white piping down the side of the pants. We're action early in this Division III ODAC and NCAA matchup. It's 1-1, 7:22 left in the game. Stephen, what do you expect from this midfield unit? Looks like the second midfield unit for Roanoke.
Well, I tell you, they're a young bunch, but they're very fiery and they're ready to play today. I think Coach Pod has disciplined his team well, giving all the lines equal time out there so as they can use them and they can be beneficial out there.
DiBenedetto tried a pass in front to Aaron Sims. It was no good. Mark DiBenedetto picks it back up and stuffs it past Devlin for the second goal for the Maroons in the game. 2-1, first quarter action. A nice hustle play there.
I tell you, it's just taking advantage of the opportunity, Bob. It's just like in basketball.
Runner ball by number 20, Mark DiBenedetto, unassisted.
DiBenedetto gets the ground ball. Mr. Opportunity puts it past Devlin.
No assist in that game. We're going to take a timeout now, and we'll bring you back with some more lacrosse action from the campus of Roanoke College.
Such overrated from Joey's Day. Little Vandals Rush. Mariah Carey can't let go and keep it coming. Yes, Northside Records wants to keep you coming. That's for more and more. Either their college album or a vintage CD. Northside Records, they have it just for you. Catch the savings all of your music needs. Northside Records. That's Northside Records. Friday and Saturday from 10 a.m. to 9 p.m. Up a level of Crossroads Rock.
We work with a lot of printers in our business. There's one printer who makes our job a lot easier. We've got a job that needs a professional touch. We rely on Dooley. Dooley Printing and Salem. Their staff goes all out to assist us from beginning concept to finished product. Dooley Printing does it all. Never been a job they couldn't handle, and the finished product, excellent. Dooley Printing has our trust. How many printers have you worked with lately that has your trust? Dooley Printing, Florida Street and Salem across from the ballpark.
Thanks for making the switch to AM 1480
score. 2 for Roanoke College, 1 for the Generals. It's early on in this Division III matchup. We've got a timeout on the field, 4:42. The Generals just called timeout. They want to regroup. Early on, we've seen some rusty play, a good hustle play by Mark DiBenedetto to get the Maroons on top again, 2-1.
I tell you, that was. Recapping that incident, Mark DiBenedetto taking advantage of the opportunity. Ball was out around the crease area. He scoops it up and throws it past the goalie. Big opportunity for him, and Roanoke is up 2-1 in Roanoke.
We've seen a couple midfield units come in and out for the Maroons so far. The game is similar to hockey in regards to the midfield units come on and off the field since they run the length of the field most of the time, both offense and defense.
Yeah, well, Roanoke has its bread and butter offense, just like every other team. There are certain players that they go to, that they always want to go to, that they count on for the big goals. I think right now they're looking for Don Tracy. He's like the Terminator. He's young, at 6'5", 235. There are not many athletes out here that are going to be able to stop him. Colin McGarren, he's a Roanoke. He's the fastest kid I've seen out here. He is one of their bread and butter players. And of course, the veteran Brad Hennigan, the seasoned veteran who's been starting since his freshman year. Roanoke will look to those players.
I don't think you can say enough about Don Tracy, the boy wonder out of St. Mary's, Maryland. He's got a shot clocked up to 92 miles per hour. He leads the Roanoke College Maroons with 9 goals and 4 assists in this young season as the Generals bring the ball into the Roanoke zone. A shot early on by David Schimminger. Schimminger's shot stopped by Fleming. His outlet pass is awry. It is still loose. Tracy tries to pick it up. No luck. Number 7 for the Generals, Sean McKenzie. A young freshman on defense for the Generals. Now we have a penalty. The action slows down, and it is a slash on the Roanoke College Maroons. It's 4:17 left in the first quarter. Roanoke on top 2-1.
Bob, I'm surprised. I thought these refs were really going to let these guys play. They're really calling a tight game right now. But it was a slash, a legitimate call from the refs. Now, WNL has man advantage.
Drew Anton, big scorer, leading the Generals with 6 goals and 2 assists on the 1992 campaign. He'll bring the ball into the Roanoke zone. He passes over to number 25, John Hunter. John Hunter's shot slapped away by Fleming, picked up by Joey DiCiano. Joey DiCiano passes off to Fleming for the clear for the Maroons as they move to the right side on your radio dial. We're brought to you by WTOY 5,000 watt superstation, bringing you the action here up at Roanoke College in Salem, Virginia. Generals have the ball deep in their zone now after the loose ball. They brought it up. Number 1, Alan Scott brings it into the Roanoke area. Shot by number 10, Drew Anton, their leading scorer, is bounced low and wide.
Yeah, Drew is a big player. He's a goal scorer. He got 16 goals in the season, 1 assist. WNL and Coach Stagnino will be looking for some big things from him. Also, Jeff Roberts, another goal producer for WNL. 9 goals, 10 assists in the season, a little more balance there. Those are the 2 leaders that WNL will be looking for to get the big goals.
Washington and Lee has their first midfield unit in there right now. With just under 3 minutes to play, they're rotating the ball clockwise behind the Roanoke goal now. Fleming looking on. Joey DiCiano doing a good job of harassing David Leftwich behind the goal. Leftwich gets it back on top. Picked up by James Miller. Miller passes over to Fleming for the clear now over to DiCiano. Roanoke tries to break midfield and bring it into their offensive zone. Good pass to Jerry Caldwell. Caldwell can't find the handle on it now. It's picked up by Sean McKenzie of Washington and Lee. And over to Jeff Roberts, an attackman. He'll bring the ball up to the Maroon defender and Joey DiCiano. They're working on goals. Roberts looking behind the goal now. DiCiano out in front playing cat and mouse. Roberts looking for an opening, looking for a breaker. He's getting one. And number 18, Jeb Tilley, no luck there. Roberts looking for an opening. Very patient, General Lawford.
That is their style. Shot.
Roberts spins on goal.
Bob, this is turning into a phenomenal game. Fans, if you're sitting at home, come on out to Roanoke College. This is going to be a great game, a battle of the Titans. Come on out to see this one.
When you talk about Titans, you talk about a new generation of coaches.
Number 14, Jeff Roberts, unassisted.
Graduate of Roanoke College. Netminder of just huge proportions in terms of his career. He's done it all, and now he's handling the helm for the Maroons. On the other hand, 1984 Penn graduate Joe Stagnita has his young Lions playing lacrosse today. The score's tied as Aaron Sims and Mr. Derek Hutton will face it off. They're called off. They're giving possession automatically to Washington and Lee, and that's what it is.
It's just like in hockey, Bob. The two men going down to face off move before the whistle. Actually, the Roanoke man rather move before the whistle. Therefore, turn the ball over.
Jeff Roberts, who just scored a goal, working on Dan Morrison this time, looking for an open shot. He doesn't get it. He passes off to number 10, Drew Nancy. Virginia Beach. Nancy's shot was bounced high and over the net. Looks like the bounce shot.
Shots close up. He's made some great saves, but he cannot do it all.
The assist on the player by number 14, Jeff Roberts.
Just like in basketball, we have zone and man-to-man. They're playing man-to-man. They're getting beat right now. Coach Bryant might have to readjust how his team is playing defense.
This time, another face-off. Mr. Aaron Sims and Mr. Jeff O'Brien for Washington and Lee will go toe-to-toe to see who can win the ball. Roanoke got on the board early, a 1-0 lead. Washington came back and tied it. Then a goal by Drew Benedetto put the Roanoke College Maroons up 2-0. We're now at a 3-2 margin for the Generals after consecutive goals by Jeff Roberts and then just another goal by Weemy Duoglu. It's an advantage to the Generals as they come down to Salem to compete.
Okay, Bob, as you'll notice, Roanoke is playing man-to-man still. Feel that they can take the ball away from these Generals.
James Miller working on D. Sienna for Roanoke. Miller gets the ball straight. Joe Latona picks it up. Latona loses it. Ball's being fought for, mad scrambling at midfield. Finally picked up by Jeff Roberts. We have a whistle on the play.
That's a late whistle. I did not see that.
19 seconds to go in the first quarter. Colin McGarren working up the field. He's got just 10 seconds to get something going offensively for Roanoke to tie the score.
There they go. They're working the offense.
Tracy gets it back on top to James Cameron. Division III and ODAC rivalry. We've got a good one cranking up here in Salem. If you have a chance, come out to the field. It's a brisk day. Bring your sweater, and hat, and gloves. It's early spring. I think March came in like a lamb. It's going to go out like a lion. Stephen, what do you think of the play early on?
Well, I tell you, I think because of the rivalry, both teams are going to play above their usual level. There's no love lost between these two teams, and they're both playing hard. I'm a little surprised by Dillydale's play so far. They're really playing up the tempo.
It seems like Roanoke has missed some one-on-one defensive matchups that have led to the last two goals, and I would think Billy Pilot, being the disciplinarian that he is instructing them to really go at him in the second quarter. A lot of lacrosse left in this game.
Well, yes, but you can bet your bottom dollar that he's in that huddle right now, letting his team have it. He's saying, pick it up defensively. You can't let those guys get those.
We got the ground ball at the end of that.
They're just right on top of it.
It was us.
Let's talk about the possibility of Roanoke College winning this game, moving to 2-0 in the ODAC, 3-1 overall. That would put them in a nice position to go up against Nazareth College on this same field next Saturday.
Nazareth is number 2 in the nation, by many the best
say, have you rewind it real quick to the...
I
didn't see you got it.
That puts them two ranked teams in the country. I tell you, they're in the best position they can be.
As the teams break from the huddle, we've got the Washington and Leon Generals on top early, 3-2. As we said, the Generals came into this game with a 3-2 overall mark, 2-0 in the ODAT. They just beat Lynchburg College 19-6 on Wednesday. The Maroons will now be going from our right to the left. Number 30 for Odenwald gets the win. He's working against the Generals over to number 34.
Roanoke College goal by number 34, Aaron Sims, unassisted.
Slid just like a basketball for them.
10 seconds into the second quarter, Roanoke College ties the score at 3. Odenwald, bewildered by that myself. Odenwald, the second face-off man to a guy who just passed to for the score. Strategy. Sims going back on the midfield.
It's a testament to Roanoke College's depth of the playing field. They've got so many players out there that can, so many weapons out there that can do the job. Odenwald doing the job.
This time Odenwald loses the face-off. Derek Hutton picks it up. Hutton passes over to Robert Pugh. Back into Anton. Anton now over to Jeff Roberts. Shot by number 25. John Hunter's no good. Fleming, a nice stop there. They're looking at basketball past them.
He's just too tough down low. He is a great goaltender. He's a big Don.
Colin McGarren with a weak shot.
Roanoke College goal by number 15, Don Tracy.
James Hammerman. Excuse me, that's Brad Hennigan, number 28 in the goal. That's Jeff O'Brien for the Generals.
Assist to number 17, Dave Gibson.
Left in the second quarter.
Wow, this game is switching leads back and forth. That's a testament to how great this game is going to be. Fans, if you're out there, you're sitting at home, get your coats on, your hats, and come on out to Roanoke College.
Brad Hennigan wins the face-off, spins and passes over to Cameraman. James Cameraman behind the goal to Tracy. Tracy trying to pick the ball up after losing.
Flash him, big Dan.
And it's a scuffle beside the Washington and Lee goal. The whistle on the play. We've got a technical called the Roanoke possession. Right now, I'd say we have about 2,000 fans on hand out in Alumni Field. A good day for lacrosse. A typical early spring-like day. Cameraman on top of the Washington and Lee zone, looking to pass. He does over to Bart Zimmerman. The Z-Man is as well known, a 5'6" spark plug for the Maroons, doing the job offensively. Back to Hennigan, behind the zone, over to Colin McGarren. McGarren, utility man, jack of all trades.
I tell you, he's a beautiful player. Fastest, most graceful athletes I've ever seen play lacrosse. He's in sensation. Let's go, Z-Man, you're better than that! In the balance, waiting to really find his own, and I think he has, having 3 goals and 3 assists last week in Roanoke's big win over Salisbury.
Jeb Tilley brings the ball up for Washington and Lee over midfield, over to Weemy Duogui. Duogui out of Montclair, New Jersey. It sounds like he came to Montclair via a foreign nation. We'll try and bring you up to date on that as the game progresses.
An international player of sorts, Bob.
Right, this team of Washington and Lee is sort of a United Nations type team. They bring players from all over the country and overseas. The ball is loose now at midfield. Eric Mick picks it up for Washington and Lee, passes it over. Now it's scooped up again by a Roanoke College player, Don Tracy with the ball outside the Roanoke zone. top to Don Tracy. Spinning, shaking, and baking. No luck. Back over to
David Gibson with the ball.
Gibson.
One of the team captains for Roanoke College.
from North Cross School in Roanoke, a local product, one of 3 Virginians on the ball. Shot by number 19, Porter Smith. Porter Smith, just a freshman from Western Illinois.
I'll tell you, Old Con has no freshman in there. They were in their feet like one of those wicked fires. See if they can handle the pressure. I think they're responding quite well.
The Z-Man Zimmerman, a 5'6" wonder kid, gets it back out to David Gibson. Gibson looks to Tracy. Tracy running right into the Washington and Lee defenders. Out any problem. Over to Gibson. Gibson pass inside, no good, wide. It will be run out of bounds by number 3, Colin McGarrett. Tom James works really well this season with Mark Peebles.
Now, Roanoke is an offensive strategy, a 2-3-1 offense. 2 out front, 2 by the crease, and 2 behind. They're rotating the ball.
Colin McGarrett with the ball, looking to Don Tracy out front. He'll take it himself. McGarrett inside, outside, left, right, no good. Pass off to Bart Zimmerman. Zimmerman looking for Tracy out front. He'll take it himself. Shot high and wide. Roanoke is looking to
Absolutely. They want to test this young goalie and see how good he really is. He's not young in years in college. He's a starter. This is his first year. So they want to test it and see what he's got.
Again, Porter Smith, just a freshman out of Western Albemarle. Passes over to Colin McGarrett. McGarrett back to Tracy. Tracy with the shot wide. Picked up by Zimmerman. Zimmerman scoots around.
Roanoke College goal by number 5, Bart Zimmerman.
The amazing thing, he's only 5'5", 150 pounds. Such a dynamic player.
10:41 left in the second quarter. Roanoke College on top 5-3. This time we've got Brad Hennigan in the face-off circle against Jeff O'Brien. O'Brien for Washington and Lee. Just, well, he's a senior out of Bellevue, Washington. Traveled a long way to get down to Lexington, Virginia. Hennigan wins the face-off. Ball's loose, picked up by O'Brien now. Washington and Lee with the ball in the Roanoke zone. Jeff Anton with the ball over to Jeff Roberts. Roberts now working against Dan Morrison, the best defender for the Maroons. Dan Morrison's got him solo. Roberts trying to spin. Roberts finds an opening, gets the ball stripped. Now it's over to Weemy Goldman.
At 6'3", 200 pounds, he's an opposing figure, much like Don Tracy, the Terminator.
That's saying a lot, Stephen. Brad Hennigan now playing defense against number 25, John Hunter for Washington Lee. Hunter with the shot saved by Fleming. Fleming looks to outlet it. Stephen, what does a goalie look to do in this situation?
Well, the goalie's the eyes of the whole field. He's the eyes of the whole team. He sees everything perspective that no other teammate sees it. He's the leader out there. Greg is just looking for the most accurate outlet he can find to put the ball out. And I might add, he has a great outlet pass. He's one of the best goalies around.
A successful clear for Roanoke. Offsides on the move. It'll be Washington and Lee ball deep in their zone. It's 5-3 with 9:23 left in the second quarter. Robert Hugh, the defenseman, works the ball over to Coleman Devlin. Hugh trying to work the ball up on a clear. Gets it over to John Hunter. Hunter working it back to Hugh. Hugh back to Hunter. At midfield, number 11, that's David Schmeninger. Schmeninger working against Joey Latona. We've got the action here on WTOY. We'll be right back with more lacrosse action after this.
Lacrosse is fast becoming the sport of the future. Girls ages 10 to 18 can get a head start by attending the Roanoke Lacrosse Camp. July 5th.
Come on, Drew!
promotions team at WTO Roanoke. When they crazy, they wanted me to tell you about it. They have a team of professionals now. 1610 Orange Avenue.
Welcome back to Roanoke College. Maroons up 5-3. About 8 minutes left in the second quarter. We've got a penalty on the play. Roanoke will be in a man-down situation right now. The Maroons on top 5-3. A goal by Mark DiBenedetto and then another one by Mr. Bart Zimmerman. Kind of a Superman flying off the ground, stuffing the ball in the net, has given the Maroons an advantage.
5'5", he's small in stature, but his heart is as big as his field. He is just one dynamic player who can do it all.
David Lefkowitz, a midfielder for Washington and Lee, passes in front. Now behind the goal to Jeff Roberts, back out front to number 10, Drew Anton. Drew Anton and Jeff Roberts really the spice and sugar of this Washington and Lee team.
They're the catalysts out there, the two leaders that will take this team if they're going to go anywhere.
Anton with a shot, deflected by Fleming. Both teams seem to be finding a groove now after the early rusty play that we've seen.
Pre-game jitters are definitely out. Both teams are now having that nice game sweat going. They're ready to go. They're out there fighting. They're concentrating on the game. You'll notice, Bob, that Roanoke has now shifted their defensive strategy. Now they're going to a zone. They're saying, hey, take the shots on our goalie, Craig Fleming. He's a wall out there. We dare you. He'll stop.
Just like a zone in basketball, the offensive players attackmen for the Generals will be taking what we think is similar to a three-point shot. Wimi Duogui, now with Washington and Lee, working against 28 Brad Hennigan. Hennigan trying to spin him wide. Duogui's shot no good, being pushed around down there deep in the Roanoke zone. And we've got a whistle in the play. Man in the crease. It'll be Roanoke College ball as they try and clear.
Yes, that is one of the penalties in lacrosse that you can get as a player. The goalie has an area around the goal that you cannot intercede or go into. If you do, it automatically turns possession over to the offensive team.
Again, the Maroons in their home white jerseys. Craig Fleming bringing the ball up to midfield now. As a long pass sends a long pass off of Washington and Lee defensive zone. It'll be out of bounds to Washington.
Yeah, it was. I think actually Washington Lee was on a 10-man ride trying to force Craig Fleming to make that long pass.
But 6:40 left in the second quarter. The Maroons on top 5-3. We've got a timeout on the field. Roanoke looking to increase their advantage. The Generals on the other hand looking to close the gap. And there's some sparks in Drew Anton and Jeff Roberts that we spoke of.
Bob, I'm impressed by Washington Lee right now. They're playing hard, they're playing well, they're playing above themselves. They don't have the horses or the athletes that Roanoke has, excuse me. But they're playing well. Stagnito is a good coach, he's a disciplinarian just like Coach Pilot, and he has kept his team in this game.
We should mention for the Maroons, they're assisted by Mr. J.B. Clark. He was a Roanoke Maroon back in the 80s. He graduated from Southern Connecticut University. This is his first season with the Roanoke program. Also a long-time defenseman for Roanoke College, a standout back in the defensive zone. Bill Dominicoski, in his fourth season with the Maroons, really has done wonders with the Roanoke College defense.
Well, I had the fortune of playing with Bill Dominicoski a long time ago when I was a freshman. He was one of the most intense players I ever played with. I'm sure he's carrying that in his coaching.
We've got a little over 5 minutes left in the second quarter. Roanoke College on top 5-3. Started back offensively. Mr. Colin McGarren, the jack of all trades, specialist on offense, takes the ball, works it against Robert Hugh. His shot deflected, picked up by Hugh now, and he'll try and outplay his guard. to Jeff O'Brien. O'Brien pass over the midfield. It's loose. Ball still loose. Picked up by Tracy. Tracy can't find the handle. It's now in the midfield stripe. Now back picked up by Hugh. Hugh could try and get things going. Washington and Lee calls timeout. And we've got a good one brewing in Salem. A Division III matchup, an ODAC matchup that we usually see later in the season. But let's face it, Steve, this could determine the conference champion.
It could. Usually every year, the winner of the ODAC usually gets a bid in the national tournament. So the winner of this game, these are the two top teams in ODAC, hands down.
Well, we've got timeout on the field. And let's take a timeout now, Stephen, just to talk about what Roanoke College means in terms of the student athlete. I know you were a student athlete here for a while, and they really mix the academics and the athletics, especially in the fun and competitive atmosphere of Division III very well.
Exactly. I've said it before, and I'll say it again. Coach Pollitt is a disciplinarian, both on the field and off. He stresses academics to a great height. He really makes sure his team players have study halls that they go to. He believes that's an integral part of life. A lot of people say some of the best lessons you learn in life are on the field, not just off the field in the classroom. Pollitt stresses that. He himself was an honor student, and as a coach has his master's degree. I can't say that a lot of coaches have gone to that level on an educational basis.
John Hunter from Washington and Lee passes over to Robert Hughes. They're trying to break a stingy defense from Roanoke. He tries to throw the ball across midfield. Does. It's picked up by Roanoke College Maroon. Pass back to Craig Fleming. Fleming will try a long corner again, this time successful to Bart Zimmerman. The Superman of sorts, flying in for a goal to make it 5-3 minutes ago. The good pass back to J.J. Blatt. J.J. Blatt, another freshman, Vermont Academy product. Zimmerman back to Blatt. Blatt over to Cameraman. James Cameraman with a pass into Tracy. It looked like either a weak shot or a pass. It was unsuccessful.
Good illusion by Roanoke College. I think it was a pass too, but the rest saw it as a shot. It will be Roanoke ball again. The Z-man, Bart Zimmerman, that dynamic little player.
Bart Zimmerman, follow 5'6" on the field for Roanoke, is trying to get the ball inside. He does. Shot wide.
Roanoke again. Don Tracy, the Terminator, with the ball.
Not to be confused with Bart Simpson by any stretch of the imagination. Z-Man is a small in stature, but as you said early on, has a heart of
Tenacity is the word for him. He's not afraid to get in there and mix it up with those huge defenders.
Tracy with the rifle shot wide now. Zimmerman chases it down, picks it up. He'll be working against Hugh. Hugh passes over to Brad Hennigan. Back to Zimmerman. He's looking to get it inside over to Colin McGarren. McGarren spinning on goal, looking for somebody out front. Gets it to Hennigan. Hennigan spins, rifles a shot low. Picked up by Zimmerman. Tried to get it past goalie Devlin. No luck.
An offensive series there. Great play by Roanoke. WNL just scored. That's all.
Tracy picks up a bad pass by Washington and Lee. Now Roanoke on the offensive. Back into Zimmerman, back out to Cameraman with a... Thought he was going to take a shot. He decides not to. He picks it back up and passes over to Andy Odenwald. Odenwald, again, another freshman playing offense for Maroons early on in this 92 season. Odenwald passes back to Tracy. Tracy looking on top for Hennigan. He gets it to Hennigan. Over to Cameraman, back to Zimmerman. Zimmerman into McGarren. He's got a wide open shot. He takes it down. Back to Cameraman. He whiffs on the shot. Picked up by Hugh. Hugh finds the hand. This is the hand.
Big slash by WNL. That's going to give Roanoke a man advantage for up to a minute.
They're going to try and add to their lead. It's 5-3, 3:43 left in the second quarter. It's going to be a classic Washington lead matchup. We continue on in the second half of this one. We've got a lot of lacrosse action left. Roanoke College will work man up now. They've got Cameron, Hennigan.
For our fans to understand, when there's a penalty given to another team, they are man down. 5 players against 6.
school team, Craig Fleming, back in 78.
Yes, so they know each other well, they know the styles well, and I'm sure that's going to help them out here playing at a new place, Roanoke College.
Roanoke College goal by number 30, Andy Oldenwald. On the assist from number 3, Colin McGarren.
I'll tell you, John Jay has become a factor of sorts for Roanoke College in getting their athletes to come here and play ball. We've got a considerable amount of athletes to come to Roanoke and play from John Jay.
Aaron Sims picks up the ball on the winning faceoff for Roanoke College. They'll try and add to their tally. J.J. Blatt takes a shot, stopped by Devlin. Devlin looks for the outlet. Again, 3:11 left to play in this second quarter. Devlin warming up to some Maroon shots now, even though the score is 6-3. Number 7, Sean McKenzie on a breakaway. He's a defenseman working against Brad Hennigan for Roanoke. His shot low and off the face mask of Craig Fleming, picked up behind the net by Drew Anton. They're a real offensive threat. Anton gets the back ball over to Wimi Duogwi. Duogwi looking to get something going for the Generals on offense.
Bob, he is much like Tracy. He is just one big player. He is huge. He drives into that cage and just shoots the ball.
Dan McLean, another senior defenseman for Roanoke, working on Duogwi. Duogwi looking for an opening. He doesn't see one. Anton is just standing in front of the Maroon net, no movement, as are the other Generals. We see some movement now as Duogwi's working on goal against McLean. McLean is keeping him off. He's doing a good job of warding the tall, rangy Duogwi.
Coach Bob feels that's the matchup he wants. The big football player in Dan McLean against the big cruiser in
John Hall gets the pass from Duogwi. Back to
Washington in lead goal by number 14, Jeff Roberts. On the assist from number 25, John Hunter.
Just off of Highway 81 in Salem, Virginia, you can catch the best lacrosse action in the state on the Division III level right here. We've got a nice battle brewing as number 34 for the Roanoke College Maroons, a product out of College Park, Maryland. The University of Maryland, Terrapin, is going to face off for the Maroons against Jeff O'Brien. The score 6-4, the Maroons still on top.
A little delay in play here, Bob. I don't know what's going on.
The next object thrown on the field by any fans will result in a 1-minute unsportsmanlike, non-releasable foul on Roanoke College. Please do not throw anything on the field. Thank you.
As to harassing some of the players, I think it goes without saying that both teams, fans are excited about this rivalry, and they get a little excited during the close game.
There's no moment.
Duogwi picks it up for Washington Lee, gets it over to Robert Hugh. Hugh passes over to Jeff O'Brien. Jeff O'Brien now working with the long stick. He also is the face-off specialist for Washington Lee.
Like basketball, Roanoke is in a man-to-man, man-to-man coverage.
Don Henry with the shot. Point blank, Fleming with the save. Fleming will try and get the ball out of the defensive zone for the Maroons. He's going to look for another long outlet pass, and he sends it to David Gibson at midfield. Gibson trying to work the ball up with Don Tracy, Colin McGarren, and number 42 into the lead for the Maroons, Eric Daly, a sophomore out of Lock Raven, Maryland. Andy Odenwald also into the game, playing pass and catch with Don Tracy. Odenwald just coming off a nice goal minutes ago, and Odenwald passes behind the goal to Martin Benedetto. Colin McGarren now with the ball on the wing. D. Benedetto working inside. He can't get the ball to him. Strip. Loose ball picked up by Tracy. It'll be a timeout to the Maroons. score with 32 seconds to play in the second quarter.
This is turning into a phenomenal game, Bob. I really thought Roanoke was going to pull away early and take this one, but obviously W&L is fighting back hard to keep this one close.
Again, 6-4 the score. The Maroons on top. They're trying to improve their record to 3-1 overall, 2-0 in the ODAC, and giving them a decisive advantage in the Old Dominion Athletic Conference. A conference that has teams such as Virginia Western, Pittsburgh College, Randolph Macon College, and it's a strong Division III conference.
I think it is. I think the key word here is growth. ODAC is growing in the process. More players are starting to filter into the Virginia schools and come here to play home. I think, especially talking about Coach Todd's camp, getting the youngsters out there to play this great game. Fastest game on 2 feet. We need to encourage youngsters to come out to that camp and to pick up a cross and learn more about this sport. Yes, it is a strong conference that is getting stronger.
Again, 32 seconds to go in the second quarter. Roanoke on top, 6-4. They'll have the ball in the defensive zone of Washington and Lee. Colin McGarren with the ball. Now gets it over to Brad Hennigan. Brad Hennigan back to number 22 for Roanoke, J.J. Blatt. J.J. Blatt working the ball back to Hennigan. Hennigan looking for the shot, gets it into Tracy. Tracy shaking it. Misses on the shot, picked up in the crease by Devlin. Devlin is looking for an open ball with 3 seconds left. That'll be it in this second quarter. That's halftime. A little bit of ebb and flow here as the scoring could be working against Jeff O'Brien to start this second half. Craig Fleming takes the goal for the Maroons to our left and Holman Devlin to our right. The Maroons will be working on Devlin again early. I assume they'll try and get the ball in the hands of Don Tracy. One of those point-blank sonar missiles.
I tell you, I hear that. Bob wanted to tell the fans out there that the face-off in lacrosse is much like the face-off in hockey. Two players facing each other, facing off with the ball instead of a hockey puck, obviously.
Brad Hennigan wins the face-off, takes the ball down, a point-blank shot on Devlin is missed, and the Generals clear the ball successfully. They'll be working against the defense manned by Dan Morrison, Dan McLean, and number 9, Joe Latona. Latona strips the ball with the help of Colin McGarren to Fleming. Fleming's outless pass to Hennigan. Hennigan gets it across midfield into the general zone. Hennigan's pass over to Colin McGarren. McGarren looks for the shot, decides better, and looks to pass back to Bart Zimmerman, now over to Brad Hennigan. Hennigan pass over to Kammerman. James Kammerman, a midfielder out of Norwalk, Connecticut, takes the shot and scores. A nice move.
Roanoke College goal by number 28, Brad Hennigan, on the assist from number 23, Jimmy Kammerman.
Right back for the big goal. Nice turnaround play by Brad Hennigan. Puts the ball, slides it under the W&L goal.
Nice play. Goal to Brad Hennigan for the Maroons. Margin now a 3-goal advantage, 7-4. As Jeff O'Brien and Aaron Sims take to the face-off circle. Just 13:59 left in the third quarter. So just over 20 seconds into the second half, the Maroons strike on top.
But here comes W&L, Bob. I think they're not going to let up. If anything, they're going to pour it on. Coach Staggs does not like his lead. The other team to get away from him.
Dave Schminginger working against Joe Latona for Roanoke. Now he gets the ball back on top to Drew Anton. Anton decides to fly behind the Roanoke goal. He's being closely guarded by Joe Latona. Latona can't do it. Anton shot wide. Not a bad move by Latona to push him away.
Not bad at all, Bob. I'm wondering where that slide is coming from. I think Roanoke should have slid on that play, but they've got confidence in Joe Latona, who is another big player, to contain and control that attack.
So Weemy Duogui, whose assignment has been Dan McLean's most of the first half, is on him again. Duogui working against McLean. Duogui's shot wide and out of bounds. It will stay in possession of the Washington and Lee Generals.
This is Dan Morrison, their top player.
Jeff Roberts working on Morrison, side of the Roanoke goal. Roberts passes out.
W&L goal by number 11, Dave Schimminger, on the assist from number 14, Jeff Roberts.
Attackman through another defensive player from Roanoke. That player dished it off to a W&L. His W&L player puts the ball past front.
Dave Schimminger, a nice shot that beat sophomore goalie Craig Fleming. Fleming bangs his stick on the side of the Roanoke goal. Prepares for another point-blank shot. What's the goalie going through right now?
Well, for Craig, I think he's a special goalie. Craig is mentally sound in there right now. He's just putting that goal behind him. There's not much he could do about that one. He's played well already. 12, 13 saves on the day. He's having a great day.
Michael Lesky and Brad Hennigan facing off. Now the ball back into the hands of Colin McGarren, sprinting the length of the field. His pass to J.J. Blatt is wide. Excuse me, that's Mark DiBenedetto on the missed pass. And Robert Hugh